Do you dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePauli, and welcome to the House of Mouse headlines for the week of May 24th, 2020, brought to you by laughingplace.com, your up-to-date resource for the latest Disney news every day of the week. In this week's news, some sad news from Hollywood, an update that will have Simpsons fans saying, woohoo! Big moves within the Walt Disney Company, and more. So let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
First, some sad news this week as beloved actor Fred Willard, who I'm a big fan of, passed away at age 86. In addition to starring in Christopher Guest films such as Waiting for Guffman, my personal favorite, Best in Show, and A Mighty Wind, Willard also had a number of Disney credits. Perhaps most notably, he had a live-action role in Pixar's WALL-E, although he did lend his voice to animated features Planes, Fire and Rescue, and Chicken Little, and appeared on numerous ABC shows from Roseanne to Modern Family. Willard was also a frequent guest on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, where he often performed various characters. Fred Willard is survived by his daughter and granddaughter. Our hearts go out to his family, friends, and fans during this difficult time. I will certainly miss seeing new works from him, but I'm grateful to have so many wonderful laughs to look back at. Speaking of Pixar, director Andrew Stanton, best known for his work on films like Finding Nemo and WALL-E, is looking to helm a new project for Searchlight Pictures. According to Deadline, Stanton is in talks to adapt the Thomas Pierce short story, Chairman Spaceman, which follows a notorious corporate raider who renounces his worldly wealth and signs up for an interplanetary mission to colonize the greater solar system. Although Stanton was among the first animators hired for Pixar, he's also worked outside the animation medium, helming the feature John Carter, and directing episodes of shows like Better Call Saul, Legion, and Stranger Things. With talks said to still be in the early stages, we'll have to wait and see if this one comes to fruition. In some Disney-adjacent news, it's been announced that Disney legend Alan Menken has signed on to write music for the upcoming film Spellbound from Skydance Animation. If that studio name sounds familiar, that's because it's where John Lasseter was hired as head of animation after leaving the Walt Disney Company at the end of 2018. In any case, Menken will partner with frequent lyricist Glenn Slater to write original songs for the film. As far as the movie itself, it's been penned by Linda Wolverton as well as Laura Hynek and Elizabeth Martin, and will follow the story of a young girl who's trying to break a spell that has split her kingdom in two. No release date for Spellbound has been set just yet, but it's shaping up to be quite an interesting project. I am always ready for new Menken music. If you've ever dreamed of spending time with familiar faces from Storybrooke, your opportunity may have just arrived. Cast members of the ABC show Once Upon a Time are reuniting virtually, but only for one lucky winner in a drawing that is raising money for Children's Hospital of Orange County, or CHOC. Lana Parrilla, Emily DeRavin, Denaya Ramirez, Sean Maguire, Rebecca Mader, Raphael Sbarge, Andrew J. West, and Colin O'Donoghue will participate in this special reunion, which fans can win the chance to attend by donating at least $10 to CHOC. In a statement, the pack of actors explained, quote, "By donating, you'll help this deserving nonprofit provide urgently needed support to seriously ill children during the COVID-19 crisis. If you'd like to give more, you'll earn more chances to win. Please do it for the kids and enter now," end quote. For more information and to donate, just Google Prizeo, that's Prizeo, and Once Upon a Time. Everything was coming up Milhouse for Simpsons fans this week as Disney Plus confirmed that it will soon be rectifying a common annoyance on the platform. As of May 28th, the first 19 seasons of The Simpsons will be updated to the correct 4:3 aspect ratio as it had when originally aired. This has been something that fans have been asking for ever since Disney Plus debuted, as the current cropped version inadvertently cut out clever sight gags and led to some less than stellar framing. On top of that, the 2012 Maggie Simpson short, The Longest Daycare, which originally premiered in theaters alongside the Blue Sky Studios film Ice Age Continental Drift, will be coming to the streamer on the same day. So for purists who have been waiting to start their 30-season binge of The Simpsons, prepare to plop yourself on the couch for a long while starting May 28th. But there's still one episode of The Simpsons not available on Disney+. The first episode of Season 3, titled Stark Raving Dad, with guest star Michael Jackson, is not included. The last time we talked about the upcoming Disney Plus series Muppets Now, we knew that the show was set to premiere this summer. Now we have an actual date, July 31st. The announcement came as Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu celebrated National Streaming Day this past Wednesday. In the 6-episode season of the show, Scooter rushes to make his delivery deadlines and upload the brand new Muppet series for streaming. Of course, we can expect plenty of celebrities to join the gang and all of their hijinks. While it's not quite time to start the music or light the lights, July 31st is just around the corner. For all of the secrecy that came with the first season of The Mandalorian, Season 2 news seems to be coming fast and furious. The latest reveal, coming courtesy of The Hollywood Reporter, is that Timothy Olyphant, who I love as Mickey in Scream 2, will appear on the series' second season, which has already wrapped principal photography. Unlike with other recent leaks, it's not yet known what character Olyphant will be portraying. We'll all have to find out together when The Mandalorian returns to Disney Plus this October. In case you didn't hear, a part of Walt Disney World reopened to the public this week. As of May 20th, select dining and retail locations at Disney Springs resumed operations, albeit with new safety measures and restrictions in place. In addition to temperature checks and face coverings being required to enter the area, guests will find social distancing markers and reminders throughout the property. Other changes include the use of disposable or digital menus at table service restaurants, limited capacities, employees handing out new beverage cups for refills at quick service locations, and more. As we've previously reported, Wednesday's reopening marked Phase 1, with the second phase to go into place on May 27th that will see some Disney-owned venues opening their doors. As for the theme parks, no official information has been announced, although the mayor of Orange County, Florida, expects Disney will present their plans sometime next week. For reference, the nearby Universal Orlando Resort, which has recently reopened parts of City Walk, submitted plans to the county to open on June 1st, with a public reopening of June 5th. However, at the time I'm recording this, those plans will still need to be approved by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Again, it's unclear if Walt Disney World will follow a similar timeline or not, with the company recently writing in a Disney Parks blog post, quote, "While we're currently accepting reservations starting in July 2020 at both resorts, as this situation evolves, timing may continue to shift," end quote. Still, with any luck, expect to hear more on that in next week's House of Mouse headlines. The reopening of Disney Springs wasn't the only big story in the world of Disney this week, as the company announced a slew of promotions. Most notably, Walt Disney World President Josh D'Amaro has now ascended to chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. If you'll recall, this was the role that Bob Chapek held before taking over the CEO job. Meanwhile, Disneyland Resort President Rebecca Campbell will also be heading to Burbank as chairman, direct-to-consumer, and international. Campbell will be taking over for Kevin Mayer, who's leaving the company to make dance videos on TikTok. He's actually going to be the CEO of TikTok. With those moves leaving holes at both of the Disney domestic parks, Jeff Volley, formerly president of Disney Signature Experiences, has been named president of Walt Disney World Resort, while Ken Potrock, who had served as president of Consumer Products, has become president of the Disneyland Resort. There are a few other moves involved in this reshuffling, but for more on all of this news, you can always visit laughingplace.com. Last and admittedly least this week, the famous cheesy Pepperidge Farm Goldfish Crackers will be getting a Disney and Marvel upgrade this summer. From Disney princesses to Marvel superheroes, the snack that smiles back will feature a few new shapes inspired by favorite characters and franchises. These special edition snacks will hit Target this June and feature 6 varieties. And with each package containing differently shaped pieces, you're sure to keep digging to the bottom of the bag. Just like we were when finding stories for this week. If you thought that was cheesy, just wait until these goldfish treats arrive at your local Target next month. That's going to do it for the news this week, so let's get to this week's Twitter poll where I asked you folks, now that Disney Springs is partially reopened, of the following choices, where would you want to head first for some food? Your options were Chicken Guy, Earl of Sandwich, Planet Hollywood, or The Boathouse. In last place was Planet Hollywood with 9% of the votes. Come on guys, LA Lasagna, man! Followed by Chicken Guy with 11% of the votes, then The Boathouse with 29% of the votes, and a whopping 51% of you voted for Earl of Sandwich. It's all about the holiday turkey sandwich at Earl of Sandwich. Do you agree with these results? Cast your vote in the Twitter poll every week by following Dizney CTC on Twitter. That's Dizney CTC. Now folks, if you missed this past Wednesday's episode of Disney Coast to Coast, be sure to tune in as we honored this year's graduates while assigning yearbook superlatives to attractions, characters, and more at the Disneyland Resort. And this upcoming Wednesday, tune in to get advice from Disney travel agents. The easiest way to stay up to date with the magic is by subscribing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. And if you'd like to get new episodes of the show even sooner while supporting DCTC at the same time, check out patreon.com/DisneyCTC for that and more rewards. That's patreon.com/DIZNEYCTC. Other than that, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePauli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.